Welcome to Spokal's training video on lead nurturing and lead capture. In this video, I will show you how to set up lead capture forms on your website so that people can sign up for an offer that you give them, and you can nurture them over time and develop trust and likability and turn them into customers. So there's a number of ways to do this. The first way I showed you briefly in the blogging tutorial video, if you've seen that, but this is the simplest way to get started, is when you're creating a blog post, coming over here, going to the WordPress tab, and pulling over an email capture box, which you can then configure to say whatever you want it to say. You can add images to it, show a border, and let's just add an image to it real quickly. That guy, and we'll save that. And then if we publish that, and if we come to our website and refresh the home page, there's that test page I just created. So now I can enter an email address, for example, and submit it, and that's it. That's one way to get people into, and this will change based on your theme, so it'll actually pick up your theme's color. So if your theme's red or blue, this will probably be red or blue. Now if we come back to Spokal and we go to contacts, you'll see that the contact's now sitting there, and we do have some details on him. So if I open him up, I can tell, for example, it's me. There's an email address. Here are some social media properties that we picked up through our data partner, Full Contact. If we had set up MailChimp and had already been emailing him, you would see a list of emails that we've sent him here, as well as which ones they've opened, which ones they've clicked on, and these are his visits. So in this case, he's visited twice. This is how long each visit's been. If I open this up, I can see which pages he's been to, screen resolution and whatnot. And once I've been in the system for a little while, we'll generate a lead score and a web score, and by a little while it can be as quickly as a half an hour. So shortly we'll have some scores here. The other way to set up the lead nurturing is in the back end of your WordPress website. Once you've installed the Spokal plugin, if you go to widgets, there's a new widget here called Spokal Lead Generator, which I can put into my primary sidebar here, and I can configure the same kind of stuff here and save it. And then if I go back to my site and refresh, there's the sign up box here, and I can do the same thing here. You can configure this to look however you want and change the CSS on it to customize it. And that's just a widget, so you can put that anywhere that you can put any widget on your current theme. And finally, the third way that you can connect Spokal is with Gravity Forms, which I don't have installed on this WordPress install, so I won't demonstrate how that works. However, if you have a Gravity Forms installed, which is a premium plugin, but if you have that installed, the Spokal plugin will actually have a third tab displayed here, and it'll list out all the Gravity Forms that you have created, and then you can tick the ones that you just want to have sent to Spokal. So as long as that form has an email capture field in it, you can send those straight to Spokal, and then the Gravity Forms can continue to do whatever it was going to do. Now I'll show you what a real live contact will look like once you've had one in the system for a while. Okay, so for example, this is a real person who has been on the system for a while. So you can see here, for example, that all the campaigns that we've sent and which ones that he's opened, so these two that he's opened, as well as any that he's actually clicked on. In this case here, he's clicked on this one right here, and you can note the time and the day and exactly. And so what we have here is a web score and an email score. So this email score, because it's coming from MailChimp, is actually that 1 to 5 star MailChimp score that MailChimp themselves provide. And this is a web score because he's only visited once. He was here for 9 minutes. These are the pages that he went to. So his total score is sitting at 4.6. You can then, we actually push those scores back to MailChimp so that you can segment based on those scores and target people who have more engagement with you differently from people who have less.